Bruh. 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 Bruh.
Hello, what's going on, yo? It's your boy Z-Rex. It's no noise. It's June something. June 25th. Holy crap. Already almost July. Well, that's awesome. I love the July 4th holiday. Like to shoot fireworks. Pew pew pow. One of my favorite things to do. So I'm going to go buy a bunch of fireworks with my son tomorrow. That's going to be fun. I know he's super stoked. Anyway, price action. I haven't really looked at charts that much today. We kind of spent the day a little father-son time. So I only kind of saw a little bit of quotes from the phone. And I have been looking at Bitcoin while the song was playing. Not very sexy close today. It did stop right on the bodies, though, so that's interesting. Do we even really need to look at total 2 and that? Nah, they look pretty much the exact same. So Mama Bear it is. And, oh, why? I don't need this on. I'm just trying some new thing there. Oh, let's go back. Here we go. So pretty nasty close there, kind of engulfing the last few days of business. We're trying to hold on, like, for dear life here. It doesn't look very good. We were expecting this rejection yesterday, getting almost right up to that. Man, that TAT leaf reading, man. So we were looking for price to come right between the 10 and the 21. We got exactly there. Swift, quick rejection, too. Not even just like a mild rejection. This was like mega rejection. And we can go over here time-wise and look at the crack time frames. You can see as we pumped from about $1,000 here in less than an hour, and then immediate, just within, what is this, like 30 minutes? Another less than an hour, just immediate rejection, and it's been selling off ever since. So that is pretty damn fugly. I do not like that. Crack time frame ish, not all the way crack time. Man, we are just barely holding on. Any good, if Bitcoin breaks 30K again, we're probably gonna go substantially lower. And by substantially lower, I mean 0. No, I'm just kidding. Probably just between that area we've been targeting, about, upper teens to lower 20s. Just call it 18-ish to 23-ish, I think, is where this move has kind of looked like it's been wanting to head. We've been kind of eyeballing that for a hot minute here, and it does look like it's coming to fruition. This is a pretty swift rejection. See if we get any follow through. We are in boring weekend price action mode, so if we did do it like tomorrow, I know usually we do get nice sell-offs into Saturday night. So if we did get some kind of super dump over the weekend, that probably will be a viable opportunity. But I'm still just kind of sidelining right now. I just don't like this daily close. That is really fugly. The bullish divergence played out on the most notably, it was very good on the futures. Now we are trying to hold the trend line on the futures right here, but it's still not that great. Let's zoom in a little bit. Yeah, I mean, like 3 hour couldn't even get close to the control zone. Swift rejection. So bears are reasserting their dominance right now, which is, not sexy if you're a bull. Oh, man. Yeah, anything back below 30K is going to get fugly. We are just barely holding on, though, and since this is not going to trade on the weekend, maybe it stays up here. I don't know. That's some hopium, really. Let's see what the week looks like. Ugh, week. Ew. Yeah, gross. Gross. Just not sexy. Just not sexy at all. We've actually only closed below because we couldn't populate that data here in the futures. We've only closed below the 55 once before, back over here in September of 19, and it did have a little bit of rally out of it, but ultimately did meet a super low of the Corona dump. So here we are, barely on it. Again, this is a really tough spot, though, to just get uber short. Even though it does look heavy, but you've got this mama support wall right here, and just barely on the 55. And then if you go to spot price, we still got 2 days, so it hasn't officially closed below the 55 yet. I'm sorry, hold up, badabadoo, clicking on the wrong thing. It has not officially closed below there yet, and it also has this same wall. So this week might be able to save it, but it still does not look very sexy. Any 458 closure below this body right here, like 30,600, death. I would definitely be looking for... Let's see if there's even any fib stuff if we measure this. If I can do it right. Oh, yeah, 26, 20,000, and 16,000. Woo, yeah, so... pretty brutal just off of this consolidation structured is what I was measuring for fib targets. And there are some interesting arguments that this could be some type of Wyckoff accumulation after a distribution. And that definitely does happen sometimes. Most notably, kind of a pattern reversal thing was... the ascending triangle from descending triangle here. I mean, it's like this kind of basing pattern up here, distribution kind of flipped over here, took about the same amount of time to resolve. So, I mean, there is a decent argument for that. It's not all the way filled out, though, by any means. This still, like, this almost is breaking the Wyckoff thing. Like, any more price action, I think, below pretty much 30K for sure. Unless it's just a tail, then maybe not. But it's threatening that structure. But if we do rally from here and it starts springing off, then maybe. Then it starts to build out. But it's a little too early to call. But it's close. It's damn close. This Bitcoin and Mama Bear is not making this easy. That's for sure. Range traders, though, you're doing good as long as you're trading by the range rules. Yeah, it's been fairly beneficial for you, for sure. All right, let's see. Let's go to Ethereum. Ethereum's already below. Oh, gross. How the daily close. Oh, wow. This is bearish continuation on Ethereum on the daily, and there is no way to sugarcoat this at all. Futures. Yeah, I mean, the best thing, I guess, is it's in this cluster, but the weekly futures on Ethereum doesn't really give us anything. I mean, we do have major support here. Ethereum, Unicorn Shirt Man, better hold this shit up in the 1300 handle. And, that would be a decent retest of this kind of basing saucer type pattern. So I know, maybe that would be okay for some good continuation. We can just erase this line because that is irrelevant now. But man, just brutal price getting worked on this biatch like the Jesus, or I guess like the devil man. I don't know. But this is bearish continuation written on it for sure. Confirmation of this is any price below 1700, and this thing probably goes to 13s. Is what it's looking like. So, yeah, pretty nasty on Ethereum. This could never happen. Yeah, well, oops. Oof, brutal. Litecoin. All these altcoins are probably going to look the same, so we're going to go lightning faster here because none of this shit matters. None of it matters until Bitcoin has some type of semi-reversal on the daily chart, okay? ETC, garbage. It is maybe going to find some support off of this weird trend line that it broke, and it's still above it as it just kind of drifts down another, 50% or whatever. It does have major support around 30-ish, so, I guess that's cool, but this is bleh. There is an interesting posturing on RSI, though. RSI is actually trying to say, hey, bulls are a little stronger than you think here. And this does kind of look like a 618 on the body closes. Yeah, it is. So I guess it's okay above like 37, but I just don't like this shit until Mama Bear is showing some type of reversal. I mean, this is just getting worked, man, on that short term 10 simple. I mean, there's been no reason to be bullish on this since the breakdown of the consolidation pattern right here, this squeeze we were watching. And it actually has exceeded some of that move. I mean, we're past this tail right here, and we're actually using this tail as some form of resistance. So, pretty gnarly. XRP between 200 and 377, garbage. I hate when that happens. And we're rallying up by around this horizontal. And the 10 simple just getting worked. I mean, this sucks. There's just nothing good about this chart. Sorry. Weekly, maybe. Mama's our last hope on the weeklies for bulls. And I mean, I don't have like any major long exposure. I've just been scalping here and there, but that's it. This is just, there's just nothing here, man. I mean, yeah, we're going to try to base. There should be some good support all in this area for here. Let's go look at volume profile. Yeah, you can see, but it's all the way down to like mid 40s, man. Can easily get worked to mid 40s. Anything, or even lower 40s. Anything sub 41, though, probably gets us down into the 30s. So, we just don't have any help yet, and yeah. We do have the same posturing here though on 458 for RSI. So RSI is trying to signal that the bulls might have a chance here, possibly. Again, this is a 618 roughly from here, it looks like too. Yep, it sure is. So, man, is this going to be the same on a lot of charts? Yep, it sure is. Oh, except dot. Yeah, dots actually. Polka dots look so terrible. It's been weak as F, man. Anything back below, like, I think $14, this thing's probably going sub 10. It just does not look very good. On a closing basis, that is. ADA, is that an actual close today below 14? No, close. ADA, I mean, this is bearish reset shit. I mean, the only thing that's saving grace is, or possible saving grace, is this 200 right below it. That does make this pattern a little bit harder short into when you have a rising long-term moving average. We talk about that a lot on the channel. Man, RSI again is trying to say, oh, don't forget about us, please. Please, bears, stop clawing our faces and eyeballs out. Any price close below 116, this horizontal, I would expect a break of the 200 if that happens again. Link, booty. Terrible. Until it breaks this trend line, it is garbage. Period. There's nothing about it. It's cool. Again, well, weekly. Okay, weekly time frame. Yeah, it's on the mama. Pretty much everything is like that right now. So, maybe this is a really good, are we doomed? We're totally doomed. We're so doomed. Sell everything. Jump off a building. Luckily, I live on the first story, so if I do jump out the building, it won't be that bad. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't look good. We just don't. Daily hasn't looked good either since all the way back here at 55,000. So, yeah. Still, we've been waiting since here for the daily to turn around to get heavy on risk again, to the long side anyway. I was too blinded by the euphoria to take a short, but at least I wasn't long, so that's cool. Anyway, BCH barely hanging on to these lows. Weekly mama support, yep. So everything is at the weekly mama could provide some support here since everything is pretty much coming right to it. But man, it just needs more. I've been looking for a rope. You don't need a rope. Just find a higher building. Let's see. Terrible. This is garbage below 140. I just don't even care about it. Don't care. Continuation candle on the daily close here. Terrible. Garbage. I mean, everything is going to be garbage anyway until Bitcoin does something. Look at this swift rejection. Look at this, man. Look at this tea leaf reading bullshit. Right up into the freaking mega resistance zone we talked about yesterday and dump fest. So, bears are very assertive right now and saying, nope, we slappa your prices. Oh, look at that ugly 458 shooting star candle. Boop, done. Death. Now, it does have this little thing, like all the other ones on the 458, where RSI is barely holding on to its strength. So, over this weekend, if we can kind of just stay put, maybe it gives us a decent rally point, especially with the markets and everything rallying really high. I'm pretty sure, like, everything... No, I'm sorry. I know Russell is, but I don't think the Dow got to all-time highs. But I think everything else did. You're tying a noose? Oh, okay. Well, don't do that, dude. Or don't Epstein yourself, bro. You got to get arrested first. Weekly on Doge is trying to close above the 21 EMA, though. So there's a little bit of hopium smoke for you, if you wanted some. And we do have the Mama 458 giving some pretty good support right here at about 22 handle. So any price back below 22 cents, I would be looking for this thing to test these lows again. So be careful. Hex slowly grinding down here. I mean, could you mark the top better? You're just like, oh, my coin's 10 cents. I'm a genius. And whatever. Richard Hart's cool. Whatever. I don't care. He's cool. He's not cool. It doesn't really matter. I'm indifferent to him. He makes some good points, and he's very unique, we'll say. He's very different than anyone else in the space, so I do like different perspectives instead of everybody just moon buoying and sucking each other's dicks. So I do like that. But his coin is still on this trajectory to the downside for now. I'm still looking. I mean, it kind of, I guess, already got into the 6 handle, but maybe 5. I might consider buying this one in the 5-cent handle, like maybe, depending how it kind of gets, if it can get there and how it gets there. But it's still just kind of slowly getting worked, and it looks like bears are attempting to regain dominance. They do have it very firmly on the 458. I do not have any of my horizontals on here right now, which I don't understand. Why? Why? How could I do such a thing? All right, we got to... Oh, hey, now. All right, this is just easier to do. We go like that, and we go like that, and then we go like that, and then we copy control. You just hold control down, and you can copy any kind of drawing you want. See, holding control, click it, drag. Whoop, hold it and drag. Oh, look at that. If you didn't know. Anyway, very dominant bears, like extremely dominant. Back to this candle right here. And you can see price every time it comes back up to this level, it just keeps getting rejected. So sub 8.5 cents, booty. All right, equities. Sexy. I mean, we were talking about this being right off the mama, 55, engulfing candle continuation. I mean, that's very textbook shit right there. Oh, dude, weekly, dude, wow. I mean, oh my God, this thing. It's probably going to 4,500 in the next couple weeks, or within probably the next month or so, or whatever. Over time, it's probably going to take a hot minute. Probably won't just do it tomorrow, Monday. It's only 5% away now, 200 points. I mean, this is beast mode, weekly close. The only problem, let's see, is it still exists? Yeah, this is an issue. Okay, so this is definitely something concerning, is we're rallying really hard off of this shit, and there is no dominance on the oscillators on RSI or DMI. There's nothing. They're smack dab in the middle of the neutral fucking zone. And that's very odd after a 3+% rally. So that's a little bit concerning. I don't like that at all. So daily might be... So I think what I'm going to be doing is using the lower time frame, like a 3 to 6 hour, to maybe take trades with this, because until the daily can really get some dominance here, that does kind of suck. Yeah, I was kind of expecting for the bulls to at least be above the bears, even if it was in the neutral zone after today and the continuation, but that's real shitty. Interesting. NASDAQ have the same thing? No, NASDAQ looks better. I mean, it's almost at the threshold, so that does look a little bit better. I mean, NASDAQ looks perfectly fine as long as it's above, 14,000 pretty much. YM closing back above the mama and the daily. How did the weekly close, though? Oh, weekly NASDAQ. Weekly NASDAQ looks great. Also agreeing with that 14,000 area. Dow, a little bit of a laggard. So Dow kind of sucks. Same thing with the oscillators. No momentum on the dailies, even after this mega rally of 4%. So that's a little bit concerning, and it's not at all-time highs yet. So that is interesting. A lot of bifurcation here. Russell's also not at all-time highs, and no momentum either on the daily. It does exist slightly on the 3-hour. Man, these monthlies, we only got how many trading days will that be? So till Wednesday. Man, next week will be pretty damn interesting, because all these monthlies are going to close. If they close up in green like this, I mean, that's just that just screams continuation. So next week should be pretty interesting. Yep, Dow Jones also lagging, not rallying up hard, so this is a concern as well, along with that no momentum thing on the DMI. That is very interesting. VIX is just sitting way at the very bottom of its cluster. Let's see here. Yeah, nothing to really see on that. How about VVIX? Does VVIX have any clues? I mean, the only one maybe just looking left horizontally at about the lower 100 area is a very major support area. But, I mean, on the 3 hour, I mean, there's nothing there, man. Not yet. Not yet. Oil continuing to run, held that 72 level we were talking about yesterday, and just freaking kept going. This thing is stupidly on fire. This weekly engulfed all of last week. I mean, this thing looks like it wants to go to 80 now. This is super crazy. We did talk about this. If you take off log and you do the trend line outside of log, the target is actually just under 80. So, you know, maybe that's what other bots and people are targeting right now. Pretty damn crazy. And we did have volatility super low earlier in the week, so that was kind of concerning. And I took a lot of my energy long, actually all my energy longs off last week, but man, they just kept running. So pretty interesting. And I do chart and log. So there is that major resistance area, like at that 72 handle, but we came down, tested it yesterday, and today we just engulfed past it. In the monthly probably looks pretty damn good if we could see it. Yeah, I mean, geez, yeah, these even higher time frames are just beast mode on oil. Bonds, man, what a swift rejection from our target up here at 162.20. So, dude, wow, brutal move. Because bonds, this is a very big contract, notionally speaking. So this just mollywopped everybody. If my memory serves me correctly, it's $1,000 per point. And these points, since they're still fractionalized, they're only 32. It only goes from 161 like 20 to 161 32 and then flips. So it doesn't have as big of a range as it looks. But man, yeah, this is a huge move right here. So just on one lot, I mean, what is this? How many points? That's 4 Gs just on one lot. So very, very big move. In bonds, does it find support here? Man, I don't know. That's pretty brutal. Notes didn't get faked out. They're still in a bearish stance here after getting rejected on Monday. TNX. Yeah, I mean, it's rallying all right. Still got some work to do. Yeah, it's kind of this is a sloppy pattern. I mean, anything sub like mid 150s, kind of like, or I guess I have to say like because we are mid 150s. Anything sub like 157, 158, whatever. Dixie trying to base out here. Monthly closed pretty good, engulfed last month, right on the 10 simple. I mean that this read is technically sexy as fuck, man. Like, it really is. So shit. That's so sexy, baby. Yeah. No, but like for real though, as long as it's holding 91 flat, kind of have to take 91 flat. It looks okay. Euro just chilling. I mean, it's pretty much the inverse chart of the dollar. See, bam. Yeah, I mean, it really has to get back above 120. Anything sub 120 is pretty heavy. DAX just, well, I don't know what the hell DAX is doing. This is pretty shitty, stupid chart on DAX. Stuck between a little tight range, 15.4 and 15.6. So nothing really to get out of that. Oh, Shanghai, you bitch. I didn't even get to get my long back in on this guy. Hey, well, you snooze, you lose. We were talking about the opportunity right here on these 3 days was it. It got away. Was looking for a little pullback from here to get in. Never got it. It just took off. So bulls just ripping face on Shanghai. Interesting close number for gold. 17.7. That's 3 sevens. That's their lucky number, man. How about the weekly? Pretty lackluster attempt by the bulls. I'm pretty disappointed in that performance for the bulls. It makes me a little bit nervous holding my long GDX stuff and metal stuff in general. Yeah, I don't really like this. Lots of sellers coming in there. Let's zoom in a tad. Any hopium. I mean, there is a little bit. This is an interesting read on RSI when we're flat and the RSI just is slowly creeping up. That generally does lead to some pops. But man, this daily is just shitty. If we got a, let's go back to this one. Hold on. If we can get a 3-hour close above 1790, I would look for at least a test of probably low 1800s, and then we'll have to reassess. But not really the best attempt by bulls for the week. Even silver showing about the same thing. What about the monthly? Monthly's still okay. It says it's on the cusp of possibly curling over on the 10, but still kind of has this little pennant. Oh, excuse me. Pennant, like ascending triangle flag looking thing on it. Not so much on the daily, but it does exist on the weekly, so it's still not out of the woodworks yet for the bulls. And really, I mean, as long as it's above 24 handle, it looks perfectly fine to me. A weekly close below like 24.40 would be a little bit concerning on silver. Then I have to reevaluate from there. Decent bounce, actually. So platinum actually has the best reaction out of all of the cryptos. Derp. Out of all of the precious metals, the PMs, and it got back over its trend line. So is this little fake out breakdown? If this is a fake out, then usually you get fast moves in the opposite direction. So, man, if this thing clears this trend line on this way down right here, I'd look for a pretty swift move up to probably like 1200-ish. So, interesting, platinum. Okay. Palladium, also a pretty swift bounce off these lows. See, look at the difference in the gold and silver. Like, oh, we accept these shitty prices. Platinum and palladium were like, oh, hell no, bitch. We worth more than that. And gaining about 50% back of the previous candles, so that's not too bad. Still got some work to do on palladium, though. You got this pretty gnarly trend line, fake breakout with incredibly fast move to the other side. There's a great example. Usually they don't happen the next day like that, but sometimes they do. And wow, oh shit, 11% in a single day. Woo! All right, GDX kind of working its way down. Ooh, ouch, that's ugly. Just basing out right here. Not super sexy. World markets. Oh, look at that. They made a new high. Shit. Well, to the moon for world markets. Everything is awesome. Everything is awesome when you're part of the team. You just buy every fucking dip. And you live the dream. So that's the new Lego movie. It's coming out this summer. It's called Lego Movie BTFD. It's great. I can't wait for it to come out. Let's go to sector majors. What happened in the world? Pretty healthy day. 1%, pretty much across the board. Except for semiconductors, obviously metals didn't look very good. And oil services. This one is kind of surprising with oil rallying really hard. I don't, like GDX a lot of times will kind of front run some gold moves. Or not a lot of times, but sometimes it will. It's worth paying attention to in that respect. And I'm wondering if the oil services will do something similar. I don't know. But it is interesting that it's not rallying that hard. Let's actually go look at ETF.com and go look at OIH, because what is up in that bitch? Because I am curious. OIH, what are some of its top holders? And if we can go find it, let's see here. It's in go. Yep. Oh, yep. There's a. Well, let me just scroll down. It's just I know they're down here somewhere. In the United States. Oil-related services, and what is it? Schlumberger, sorry. For all you grammar nerds out there. Hey, fuck you guys, okay? My roommate's always like that. It's the ground. My dad's like that too. It's not the ground. It's the floor. It's the ground. It's not diesel. It's not gas. It's diesel. It's diesel. It's not gas. It's fuel. It's this. It's that. It's like, god damn, dude. Shut the fuck up. Sorry, going on a little rant there. It's like nobody's perfect, man. Halliburton. Well, look at that. Halliburton ain't really damn. They don't give a shit about this damn oil prices. They do have earnings next week. It looks like on Monday, so that's interesting. And Schlumberger, I believe, is SLB. Schlumberger. Yeah, this is kind of a wow. All right, maybe shorting some energy might be a decent play next week. This is kind of a head and shoulders type distribution pattern right here. Not that sexy. Now, it's not a very big one. I mean, this probably only gets us down back to these lows if it were to even play out. Yeah, see, just right over here. So it's not like that crazy. Although that is a 20% move. So definitely could be some money made there. Any daily closure below, I'm actually going to go ahead and put that on the damn old list. Any daily closure below this, and I would look for that to play out. Conversely, though, any daily closure back above 34.50, scrap that. Let's go to the moon, bitch. Let's see. Baker Hughes is 666%. Oh, my God. They have the devil inside of their ETF. Holy shit. What is Baker Hughes? Is it BKR? Man, how do I remember this shit? I don't know. I guess I look at charts. I'm addicted to charts, so that's probably why I have a problem. I go to TA on the weekends. Or is it TAA? Technical Analysis Anonymous. It's a real serious problem. Looks okay above 21 bucks. Not too shabby, but it is rolling over hard. Shit, this is down 12%, man. So yeah, this is it's interesting with oil. Just keep rallying. I don't like that. Usually you want these guys to kind of rally together, and they ain't. And they haven't been in a while. Look at this, middle of May. So if we go over to the Earl, let's go look at Texas Earl. Middle of May, that's all the way back here. It's been going sideways since this chop zone. Wow, so this might be blow-off toppy right here. I'm not in oil right now long because it hit the target. It hit our measured move. I'm good with that. I'd be real careful with this chart, especially with this vol flash up here. This is very, very, very dangerous, I think, to be just uberly bullishly long. Did that make sense? Uberly bullishly long? I don't know. Whatever. Cost bouncing up, getting that support from the mama wall. Will it keep going? Tune in next week. Snowflake, or no wait, DoorDash looks okay above mid 160s. Snowflake was actually, I fucking hate even saying this name. Snowflake. Ooh. So Snowflake is actually trying to put in a little bit of a nice pattern, but the momentum sucks right now, and this is kind of a shitty candle. I was expecting some more. I don't have a position in it, but for bulls, if they were strong, they probably would have got a daily at the end of this week closing above 255, but they didn't, so that's a little bit concerning. IPO is rallying its ass off. Airbnb is kind of shitty. Ooh, Tesla. If this bitch gets rejected up here and comes back below 650, I would look for a swift move back into the mid 500s and probably, man, that gives it a real good chance to break this trend line if this does end up being a failed breakout. And I'm being a little generous, not mid 500s. I'm talking about 600 flat. Neo kind of rounding off here. Bulls losing some steam based on the candles. It does also show that on RSI. The momentum is gone. Yeah, this is kind of ugly. I don't like Neo. Don't like Neo's chart there. This one's struggling. Bulls should have got continuation. They had 2 days to do it to try to take this high out, but they did not, so that kind of sucks too. Oh, look at Wolf actually jokingly wanting to buy this barking piece of shit, and it actually did something the Bulls should have been doing to regain dominance. So this might actually get some follow-through next week into the 24 area. ARK has reset now to a bullish posturing, which is crazy. As long as it's holding about 119, 120, it looks pretty damn good. Do we have support on the high time frames? Ooh, no, we do not. Weekly has major resistance on at about 128, so I kind of reneged that. Now, it is still decent support on the daily, but I don't like when the weekly does not agree with the daily. That usually does not give you great odds. Planeteer, let's go, baby. Too bad I didn't hold it when we bought it back over here on the stream on this nice basing candle. I love these type candles right here. These big, fat, green dillies. This is super easy to manage risk, too. Any price that goes back below it, or you can wait for confirmation for longs, too. Any price that closes, open and close above that, too, is usually continuation. But anyway, it even reset all the way back over here and still got a nice, healthy little 8% in it so far. There is nothing bearish about this chart yet. 3 hours still looks really good, too. So I don't have any qualms with this guy whatsoever. How's that weekly looking? I mean, look at that weekly riding up that mama wall. Look at that sexiness. Holding 24 bucks. Weekly's also agreeing with that. I love when you see daily and weekly agree with at the same price. That's very sexy time. Very sexy time. All right, GameStop. Whatever. It kind of sucks. Yeah, again, fuck. This weekly, it's a ugly, sloppy type kind of flag. But, man, if this thing can close back above, what is this, 240, man, it probably will go back up and test up into the 300s again. So it's just crazy. Super crazy. It even has a real sloppy type basing, kind of saucer, ugly cup and handle type thing. I know it's not real textbook if you use all the measured rules and stuff, but it's pretty damn close. And as we like to say on the show, close is close enough. You know, we're all watching the same stupid movies, so, you know, it's never going to be 100%. Anything back below 195, trash. AMC, trash. FOMO. Oh, FOMO rallied hard. It had that gap. It might have got included into the Russell 2000 today, I think, was something that my buddy was talking about. But look where it stalled at, right at 26.56. That, trash. No edge there. Fizz actually has kind of a little bit of... I don't like this rounded part. But on the daily, Fizz does have a decent basing pattern. And not... The oscillators kind of suck. They're really neutral. But right on this 200, and you are kind of trying to... Bulls are attempting to make a lower high structure, or I'm sorry, higher low structure through the dailies here. So as long as it's holding about 43 handle, it looks all right. And anything closing back above like 50 bucks, I do think it could run a pretty decent amount. So, Fizz, what's up? All right, I think we're going to do it. I'm already doing this way too long. Solar, what the hell? Let's go. Man, dude, these solar stocks, I'm telling you, there is something a brewing in this bitch. There is something a brewing. First solar dude, this is continuation. We do have major resistance at about 90 bucks though, so I would expect some pretty good pushback right around there, and I'll probably take off my position next week if we do get close to 90, or also if we just break back below $84, I'll take it off too. Knees still looking all right. It's kind of slow mover, but I like how this daily is creeping up on the RSI. No momentum on the DMI, and as long as it's just holding about 72-ish, it looks okay to me. Window, I am looking for opportunity on this one. I probably would have taken a small nibble today had I been around the office computer, but I was not. So it is kind of nice that the bulls are kind of defending this little 618. It looks like, yep. See, I won't look at that 618. Yeah, just do charts like crack, and you too can be really cool, and everyone will love you if you're like, look, man, there's a 618 on this chart over here. People are gonna look at you like, oh, okay, retard, that's great. The hell does that mean? You speaking Russian to me or what, bro? Is that fucking Mandalorian or Mandarin or Mandalorian? I don't know. All right, blah, blah, blah. Run. Oh, man, look, run. If it stays above this 49.50 level for another few days, dude, it's going to get a beautiful long signal. So, solar, what's up, bitches? Gun stocks, dude, this thing is still running. All right, now we probably put in the top for this stock. Yeah, we are, but there are little signs that this could be the top here. Any price back below like 29, 28.50, I'd probably look for it to come all the way back down to like 25, like mid 20s. Pretty good runs though. I mean, pow, pew, pow, pow. Took off this down. I had some nice short puts on this, but I took them all off like right when it took off against this structure. Well, whatever. Can't be too mad. BlackBerry got slapped today, so lost some money on that. Not very much though. I did really small. And BlackBerry's awesome to trade because it has really cheap options. And not cheap. I shouldn't say cheap because they can still be juiced up, but they're just low priced. They can be expensive relative to the underlying price. So it's easier to trade. And oh my god, I'm sorry. I just noticed I have fucking frames dropping like a fucking madman. God damn it, dude. Between my AC, which finally got fixed today, and this goddamn fucking internet that I pay $120 a month for, and it can't even keep a stable goddamn connection, dude. I've probably been talking this time, and it's like for 46 minutes. All right, that pisses me off. I'm fucking done with the stream. Bitcoin, you better fucking hold 30,000, or we're probably going to 2024 somewhere in there, and I think even lower if we do finally break that. Let's see if next week we can actually close a daily above 36. Really, we need it to be 37.5, this horizontal here, but as we keep getting work down, that number will kind of get lower naturally. So let's see how these weeklies close up. Traditionals closed good. So I think that's it, man. Y'all have a freaking awesome weekend. Much love. Sorry about the skipped frames. I'm going to go call Spectrum tomorrow, and then my shit will work amazingly after I call them. I feel like I get put on their shit list or something. They're like, y'all use way too much data. Well, fuck you, Spectrum. Give me my money's worth, you bitch. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting a little bit heated and angry here at the end of the stream. God damn it, but you know what else? What are you gonna do? Anyway, you know what's up. We'll be on tomorrow. Hopefully it won't suck and be all choppy McChopson. But whatever. Much love, peace. I'm out.
Game over.
Yeah, man, I tell you what, that dang old internet, man, you just go on there and point and click, get in there, talk about www.com, and you got then naked chicks on there, man. You go click, 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 click. It's real easy, man.
When it works right.
Oh!